Want to enjoy. We also have throughout the day informative presentations from some of our partners in rescue. We will have medical information talking about some of the things that we do here. We will have some demonstrations of natural horsemanship and also on therapeutic body work for equines. I'd like to introduce right now our first speaker. We are very privileged to have Detective Larry Lingo from Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Agricultural Department to come talk to you. Detective Lingo is one of our partners in rescue, and he's going to inform you about what it is that he does and also help educate everyone on some of the laws that apply specifically to equines. Please join me in welcoming Detective Lingo.
My name is Larry Lingo. I've been with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office 30 years. 15 of that have been within the agriculture unit of the Sheriff's Office. There's four of us presently assigned to this unit. We handle the entire Hillsborough County, which is over 900 square miles. We handle the municipalities of Tampa, Tampa, Plant City, and Riverview. Tampa, Plant City, and USF area. We basically are tasked with the force of anything that handles or involves neglect or cruelty that would deal with livestock, and that being hooved livestock. We don't deal with cats and dogs or chickens or peacocks or anything along those lines. Hillsborough County Animal Services deals with those. The other thing we deal with is loose livestock at night or during the day. A lot of times we'll come to a call at somebody's house where there'd be absolutely nothing wrong. We're going to ask you for your name and your phone number. In case somebody does run through your fence in the middle of the night or during the middle of the day, or your horse gets out or something, we will call you and try to make every attempt at getting your animal back to you rather than us impounding it. Because if we impound it, there's going to be a fee on it, and I mean, money's tight for a lot of people right now. Basically, like I said, I'm going to have a stack of cards I'm going to leave over here on the table for y'all too. It's a business card. It has my name and number on it. That being said, there's only, like I said, there's four of us, and out of the four of us, there's only three of us actually assigned there right now. One person is out on another assignment. When we go around to a lot of these places, a lot of these calls that we get come from people that's going to call into our office, or they ride by and they see a skinny horse or a skinny cow or something along those lines. We rely heavily on that because we cannot be everywhere at the same time. People, the general public, you're going to see stuff in people's backyards that we don't have access to. So by calling us, we will try to get out there as quickly as we can to take a look at it and go from there. A lot of the stuff that we go to, I don't per se, and this is a personal belief of mine, is not neglect on people's part as far as being intentional neglect. I think a lot of people move to a place that they can have a horse or cattle, and they've always wanted to live in the country, and they get into it. Well, as most of y'all know, being a horse owner is an expensive feat. This place here, without your donations and your volunteer work here, I don't think you'd do it. The cost is enormous on this, and we've seen a lot of horse rescue groups that start up with good intentions and end up somewhere bad, and they can't take care of these animals. But we do rely on people calling us, having us come check on different things. We get a lot of calls from the rescue here. Us in turn have rescued horses, and the horses that we needed to have a home, so we've called RVR, and they've without a doubt taken every horse that we've called them on. So the other option that you have on those, you really don't have an option right now. If you don't have a rescue group that's going to come out and take these things, there used to be the slaughterhouses that were open. Those, are long gone, and it's not going to be there. So these horses have to be cared for. As far as the sheriff's office, where we differentiate between dogs and cats and there, animal services has a right to come to your house, and based on county ordinances and state laws, they can or cannot take your take your cat and dog right there at that present time. With us, it's a lot different. Just because you see a skinny horse in a backyard somewhere doesn't mean that horse is being neglected. There's 100 different reasons why that horse is skinny. A lot of times we'll get there, and when we do get there, we talk to the owners. We let them give us a plausible excuse why the animal is in the condition that it is in. That being said, a lot of people tend to think that they're smarter than we are. They will give us 19 different reasons why that horse is in the shape that it's in. I've been to a ton of schools. I have a huge knowledge of livestock. I'm 50-some years old now, and I've been raised around livestock most of my life. I think that was one of the conditions that I was put over here in this unit as. The main reason when we get to a place, if the horse is looking bad, most owners that see it every day really sometimes don't really see the decline in an animal that we will when we first show up. If we don't see an animal, we see an animal in a month, and we come back in a month, we see it again, we've taken pictures, and we can see a noticeable decline in that animal. If it's there in your backyard every day and you really don't see it, or you tend to overlook it, or you think that it's going to get better next week because there's going to be a different reason for it. We recommend to everybody. I mean, I could probably tell you how to fix that animal, but for some reason it has some type of medical condition that I do not know about because I'm not a veterinarian. Our first recommendation is to call a veterinarian. It's going to cost you a little bit of money, but that vet can tell you from day one how to fix that animal and how to get it back to where it's at. If you cannot fix it, or you don't have the money to fix it, if you don't have the money to fix it, we try to recommend the people to find a home for it. We recommend different rescues to it, to call them. I know Sean here with RVR and the other people that are here, they're more willing to help you, they're more willing to tell you how to fix that animal. If they can help you out as far as feed or financially, I think they will and have. Our main purpose of coming to a house is not to arrest you. It's not to take your animal. Once again, it's solely my opinion. It does no good. By arresting you, it's going to tie up the court system. I don't think the courts way up, higher up, really give a whole lot of credence to it in the level of importance. When they're looking at the way crime is today, and they're looking, at a lot of these people that are been arrested on a lot greater charges, and you put that in the same scheme as somebody that hasn't fed their horse. I don't think